Hi, and welcome to an overview of some of the new features in Google Meet. It's important to note that Google Meet will be making some updates over the coming days and weeks. Also note that while the updates may arrive for some right away, it may take up to several days or even a couple of weeks for everyone within the division to receive these updates. So it may come to some staff members initially, but it may take a little bit more time for students to receive these updates. As you can see, the interface has changed quite drastically for Google Meet. Where some of the items may have been hidden beneath different layers, many have been now placed front and center in the front at the bottom of our Google Meet panel here. So we have the ability to turn on and off microphones, to turn on and off our camera as we did before, where before they flanked the leave the call button. Now we have more buttons present. So we now have the turn on captions. We have the ability to raise our hand, to present our screen, and then the three dots here allow us more options, which was also present in the previous version, okay, where we can adjust our layout to scroll to add up to 49 people on a screen, tile, spotlight, and so on. We also have the ability to go full screen, turning on our captions again, so the button is redundant here, and so on. You'll also note that the whiteboard feature here, which opens up a Jamboard for participants in the Meet, as well as the recording the Meet feature, are present here as well. You'll notice that the comment section and the other items that were present in the top corner are no longer present. Those are now located down here in the bottom right. We have the meeting details that you can click and get the joining information to share with others. We have who is in the Meet and the ability to mute everyone in the Meet, to add people, or to open our host controls from here, where we can then allow our participants to share their screen or to send chat messages or to turn those features off. We also have in the bottom right, if we close that, again, the Meet expands, we have the chat feature where participants can send their chats. And then we also have the activities features located here as well. You'll notice that we now have 5 activities features. Some of this has pushed out recently, this look, but it is now embedded here as well. So we have breakout rooms, polls, the Q&A feature, recording, and the whiteboard feature as well. Note, these two are also redundant to the two that are here under the 3 dots. The whiteboard and the record meeting are here as well. Finally, we have our host control, where we can click this button and we have the ability to turn on and off quick access, allowing people to join our Meet who weren't invited, or to not allow and have them request access. We can share our screens and send chat messages and turn those on and off. Again, those features were also present here under the host controls. So those are redundant as well and located in 2 different places. You'll also notice earlier I was able to take my image and slide it over out of my way to continue showing what it was that I was walking through. The new feature here is that you can place yourself in a picture-in-picture kind of situation, and then depending on what's happening on your screen, locate it to where is convenient for you in one of the 4 corners. The other feature that is nice is the ability to expand this. If you want to have your image be larger, it can go all the way up to this size here, or anywhere in between, the smallest and the largest size. If you don't want to see yourself in the image, if you click the 2 arrows that are coming together, you will disappear. You can still see your ability to speak here, your volume coming through, as well as that your camera is on, but your image disappears. So that is a new feature there as well. If you want to be part of the participants, so you can see that I have joined this Meet with another account of mine. And so if I join it as well, then I appear side by side. I cannot, from this point, adjust the size of the image. It doesn't allow me to change that at all, but I am now present in the Meet. Okay. If I scroll over and unpin myself again, I pop into this picture-in-picture where I can also minimize myself so that I am no longer present in the meet. Okay. Another new feature is the ability when we present our screen. So if I present my screen and I'm going to present a tab here and share it. Okay, I am now presenting this tab. If I come back to my Meet window, you'll notice that I can see what it is that I'm presenting. It no longer just says you're presenting your screen. I can actually see what it is that I'm presenting to my audience. So I have confirmation of what is going on. I also have the ability here, again, to pin myself into the conversation. Okay. If I want to unpin my presentation now minimizes itself down to the same size as the participant windows that I have in my class. So if I had multiple people in this class, my participation or my presentation window would continue to shrink down to the size of the other participants in the class. So it would look like a student in my class or someone else that has joined my Google Meet. So it allows you to then see more of your participants in the Meet. Okay? Again, if I unpin myself, you notice that the presentation window expanded to join the same size as the other participant. And again, I can move myself around the screen or have myself disappear altogether. I have the ability to present audio as well here, or to stop presenting. The icon is now on the top of the screen instead of hovering down here on the bottom where it would say, do you want to hide this feature? It is now located up here. I can stop presenting, and again, we end up back where we were at the start. So these are some of the great new features that are here. There are many of the features that we've been asking for from Google and sending in those requests, and Google has listened, they've responded, and they've made some necessary updates. One thing that I need to advise everyone, and it's really important that we're aware of this, is in order for these features to function smoothly, you need to ensure that you remove any extensions that were trying to replicate these situations. So grid view, for example, you need to remove that extension from your list of extensions so that you're able to fully utilize these new services that Google Meet has integrated. In order to turn off an extension, you'll notice here that I have some extensions on my toolbar here. I do not have grid view installed, so I will just replicate the process using what I have here. So if I go and take Awesome Screenshot and Screen Recorder, I can right click on that and I can remove it directly from Chrome. Unpinning it does not delete it from my Chrome extensions. So you need to make sure that you are removing it from Chrome in order for that to work. If you don't see grid view located here, if you click the extensions puzzle piece here, you may have it installed but not pinned, and so you wouldn't see it in the list of extensions present there. So you may need to go down there. Alternatively, if you go to Manage Extensions, it will open up an entirely new window where you can then scroll through and see if you have any grid view or any other extensions that may be interfering with your Google Meets. And if you do, you simply click the remove button and it will remove it from your list of extensions and no longer interfere with your Google Meet. So I am good. I do not have any of those present. And there we are. So that is the new feature set in Google Meet. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for joining us.